We all are using and abusing ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude nowadays. They are fast, they are smart, and most of the time they sound impressive. But still, we keep feeling that something is missing. I ask it to do something and it just talks and talks and talks. But now AI is changing this. We have AI agents who just don't respond, but they actually do the work for you end to end. Before I show you that in action, let me show you exactly how limited these chatbots really are. So, let's get started. I asked my local AI model Gemma, who won the IPL match yesterday. It told me the results of IPL match winner on 16th May 2024. It was the knowledge cutoff date of the data on which it was trained. So it was telling me the results of IPL match which happened like 2 years back. Now let's ask Copilot the same question. Yeah, it did some good work. It gave me what I wanted to know. Great. Ask it to now do something for me. Hmm, book me a flight from New Delhi to Bangalore on 15th May at 8 a.m. The budget should be around 7,500 INR. It said I can't book the flight directly for you, but it did give me options and the guide to book. It did a good work of finding out real time information for me. It has access to the web, using which it retrieves the real time information. At least better than Gemma, which was my local LLM. Now I'll show you another example. Let me log into Amazon.com. So now I ask its chat assistant, Rufus, show me the home ladder options within $35 with a rating of 4 plus. Oh wow, great. It fetched the information for me. I now ask it to add one of my chosen items to the cart. Yeah, it did. It did ask what I asked it to. So now let's break it down. Now I, as a user, gave my requirement. Rufus is built on a large language model. LLM is the brain of any agent. So from my input, LLM extracts the important information. What do I want to buy? What is my budget? What is the rating? But even with all these details, it cannot proceed unless it has access to tools which it can use to proceed further. So here it accesses the product database, it finds out what ladders are within my budget. It may use some APIs to get the ratings for the home ladders. Now, after that, when I say that, okay, I want to buy this particular one, add it to my cart, it had the memory of the products it had shared with me and in what order. And it uses that memory and calls another API to add it to my cart. So, an LLM on its own is not capable of performing the action or task. But when combined with tools, knowledge, and memory, it can perform the tasks autonomously for you. So, an AI agent is LLM plus tools plus knowledge plus memory, working together to complete the tasks autonomously. Now, here we didn't give step by step instruction to Rufus. It figured out things itself. So it could reason out the multiple steps. It could plan what actions it needs to take. It figured out which tool will be good for which action. And that's how it could accomplish the goal. So here is what an AI agent is. It is a software system that uses artificial intelligence to autonomously achieve specific goals by planning, reasoning, and acting on behalf of the user. So, an AI agent, it performs multi step reasoning, it will perform multiple actions, it decides which tools to use, it works towards a complex goal autonomously. That is the key word here, autonomously. Now, Autonomy means that the agent, it can, on its own, it can read and write the files, it can send the emails, it can place orders for you, it can make transactions for you. So now this we saw that agents work autonomously, but then there are certain levels of agency. So let's see what these different levels of agency are. So the first level, the level 0, it's just the explainer. It answers your question, that's it. You can ask it anything. It will tell you, it will respond to you, but it won't do anything for you. For example, I showed you the older version of Gemma. The older models of ChatGPT used to be like that. So this is the brain or the LLM, but it is in its most basic form. No tools, no memory, only knowledge of the data it was trained on. The next level is the problem solver. It can look something for you to answer you. And when I'm saying it looks something, it will look for, look on the internet, look on the web, and it will actually check the answer and give you a real answer, not a guess. So, like I gave it the goal, who won the IPL match yesterday? So its think step will recognize that, okay, it's a real time data that I'm asking for. So its act step will then invoke a tool like a search API with the proper date and the search terms. And then it will observe the search results. Like it said, GT won by 77 runs. And then it synthesizes the fact into an actual answer. So, this ability to interact with the world, whether using a search tool to get the score, to use a API, or fetch data from a database, that is the core capability of a level 1 agent. Then comes level 2. Level 2 is the problem solver. So, it will solve multi step problems for you. For example, with Rufus, I asked it to show me some home ladders under $35 which have a 4 plus rating. So it had to execute multiple steps. It planned the steps, it searched the database with the correct filters. It found the products for me. Then it used APIs to find out the rating for the products. And then it properly synthesized the results. And even when I asked it to add, it added it for me. The next level is the multi agent system, where we have multiple agents, each handling one task. For example, there may be three agents: a manager agent, a coder agent, another tester. Coder will write the test, which I request. Tester will write the unit test. And then the agents work together, they communicate until they are happy with the code, and then they pass it to the manager agent, which will then synthesize the response and send it to the user. The level 4 is the self evolving system. Suppose it needs a tool which doesn't exist. Build the tool for you. Like, writing sentiment rate analysis. And this is all this behavior, it comes from one simple loop, the react loop: reason, act, observe. For example, the agent reasons, plans, it acts, it writes the code, it will call the tool, and it will observe the result, it will refine the approach, and this loop continues until it achieves the goal. So, understand the goal. For example, a user may say, book the travel to XYZ location for my team. Second, look at the information what is available. What does the user's request say? What information is in my long-term memory? Did I already try to do this task? Did the user give me guidance last week? What tools can I access? Then third, it will decide on the next action. It will devise a plan. Isn't a single thought but chain of reasoning. To book a travel, I first need to know who is on this person's team. I'll get the get team tool. Then I'll use to, check their calendars using some calendar API. Fourth is it will take action. It will take the concrete step to do that. It selects the appropriate tool, it will call the API, it will query the database and execute. Now, fifth is it will observe and then it will refine. For example, it called the get team API, it got four people, it used the memory context, and then it will search. Now that I have the team's name, I'll check the calendar for these five people, I'll use my calendar API, it will go again, and then until the plan is complete and it books the tickets, the goal is achieved. So that's it. 5 steps repeated. But that loop, when it is done fast, it is done smart, that is what makes the agent look alive. So now there are two ways to build the agents. Okay, there are two main approaches to build the agents. One is no code tools. You can use like Zapier, Na10. So these are, make.com. These are some no code tools. Then next is using some coding frameworks like LangChain, LangGraph, you have Google ADK, nowadays Crew AI. So you can use, as an example, you can build a personal shopper agent. It can use tools like it will search the products, will search the ratings, and then it can check out the product. And then the agent autonomously will decide which tool it should call. And there is no manual wiring. The LLM will figure it out for you. And if you want to build yourself one, that's exactly the next. So in my next video, I'll walk you through building your own AI agent step by step. So don't miss it. Subscribe to the channel and in the comments, tell me what agent would you like to build.